Wilt Chamberlain holds the highest single-game points scored against the Atlanta Hawks. Chamberlain racked up 67 points against the Hawks, then based in St. Louis, in February of 1962. His performance included 28 rebounds and a stellar 15 for 20 from the free throw line. Against the Boston Celtics, it was Devin Booker who owns the record. Booker's 70-point explosion on March 24, 2017, drew comparisons to the legendary Kobe Bryant, as he became the first player since Kobe to crack the 70-point barrier. Moving on to the Nets franchise, Damian Lillard and Bernard King share the record, each notching a 60-point game against the Nets. Lillard's recent feat, achieved on November 8, 2019, was a masterpiece of long-range shooting, with 7 three-pointers and a perfect 15 for 15 from the charity stripe. In Charlotte, the dominant scoring is defined by Carmelo Anthony's unforgettable 62-point night on January 24, 2014. Melo's brilliance included 23 made field goals, 6 three-pointers, and a perfect 10 for 10 from the free throw line. The Cleveland Cavaliers were once the backdrop for a legendary performance by Michael Jordan. On March 28, 1990, Jordan tallied an astounding 69 points, with an impeccable 21 of 23 from the free throw line. Next up, in the Windy City, where Donovan Mitchell recently made history with a scorching 71-point night against the Chicago Bulls, marking the 12th occurrence of a 70-point game in NBA history. The Dallas Mavericks witnessed Kobe Bryant's incredible 62-point outing in December of 2005. Kobe's scoring clinic was punctuated by his efficiency, as he scored 62 points on just 18 field goals, while also making 22 of 25 free throws. Moving on, Donovan Mitchell makes another appearance on our list, this time against the Denver Nuggets. In a 2020 playoff showdown, Mitchell exploded for 57 points, setting the record against the Nuggets. David Thompson's remarkable 73-point game against the Detroit Pistons in 1978 stands as one of the most iconic scoring performances in NBA history. Notably, Thompson achieved this feat before the introduction of the three-point line, making his scoring even more awe-inspiring. 3 players have scored at least 60 points against the Warriors, with Elgin Baylor's sensational 63-point night in 1961 at the top. Damian Lillard scored 61 points in 2020, while Wilt Chamberlain scored 62 points in 1966. Damian Lillard torched the Houston Rockets for a franchise record 71 points on February 27, 2023. Lillard's performance was nothing short of historic, as he drained 13 three-pointers, reaching the 70 mark despite playing less than 40 minutes. Next up, against the Indiana Pacers, Klay Thompson delivered one of the greatest shooting displays in modern NBA history. Thompson's 60 points came on an impressive 21 of 33 shooting, an 8 of 14 performance from beyond the arc in just 29 minutes. The greatest performance against the Clippers came from David Robinson, who dropped 71 points on April 24, 1994. Robinson's dominance included 26 made field goals and 18 free throws. Against the Los Angeles Lakers, Wilt Chamberlain's dominance is unparalleled, scoring at least 60.7 times. Wilt's 78 points against the Lakers in December of 1961 also featured an incredible 43 rebounds. Next up, Kobe Bryant's 60-point game against the Memphis Grizzlies in 2007 is a record that still stands. James Harden's near 60-point performances in 2019 is second on the list. Speaking of James Harden, the Beard set the scoring record against the Miami Heat with a stunning 58-point performance in 2019. Harden's double-double included 10 assists and a perfect 18 for 18 from the free throw line. Moving on to Milwaukee, Karl Malone's 61 points against the Bucks remains a testament to his scoring prowess and efficiency. Malone's performance included a remarkable 21 made field goals and 19 of 23 from the free throw line. In 2023, Julius Randle scored a career-high 57 points against the Minnesota Timberwolves, the most points scored against the team. Tony Parker's previous record of 55 points was finally eclipsed. Devin Booker's incredible 58-point game against the New Orleans Pelicans, leading the Phoenix Suns to a dramatic comeback win, solidified his status as a marquee scorer in the league. Booker's performance included 6 three-pointers and a clutch display of scoring. The greatest scoring night in NBA history took place against the New York Knicks, when Wilt Chamberlain scored an astonishing 100 points on March 2, 1962. Chamberlain shot 36 out of 63 from the field, and 28 out of 32 from the free throw line while grabbing 25 rebounds. Moving on, Tom Chambers' incredible 60-point game against the then Seattle Supersonics in 1990 is still the most points scored against the franchise. LaMarcus Aldridge came closest in 2019 with 56 points, marking one of the most impressive performances against the Thunder. Michael Jordan's 64-point game against the Orlando Magic in 1993 is the second highest scoring game in his career. However, the Bulls lost to the Magic, led by Shaquille O'Neal in that game. Next up is Wilt Chamberlain's 70 points against Philadelphia 76ers, that still stands as the most points against the franchise. He also had 3 other 60-point games against the Sixers. Against the Phoenix Suns, it is, again, Wilt Chamberlain, who holds the record with 66 points. Gilbert Arenas' 54 points in 2006 was the closest anyone came to Wilt Chamberlain's record. Moving on, Kobe Bryant holds the record against the Portland Trail Blazers with his 65-point performance in March of 2007. Kobe finished the game with 8 three-pointers and 23 made field goals. Against the Sacramento Kings, Wilt Chamberlain dominated like no other, scoring an incredible 65 points. In fact, Chamberlain claimed 8 of the top 10 scoring performances against the Kings. Next on the list is James Harden's incredible 61-point game against the San Antonio Spurs in 2019. Harden's performance included 9 three-pointers, showcasing his long-range abilities and a 14 of 17 free throw shooting display. Kobe Bryant's unforgettable 81-point game against the Toronto Raptors on January 22, 2006, stands as the second highest scoring night in NBA history. Bryant's performance, featuring 28 of 46 field goals, 18 of 20 free throws, and 7 of 13 three-pointers, was an iconic moment in basketball history. Against the Utah Jazz, George Gervin's 63-point performance is still the record. Gervin made 23 of 49 shots and 17 of 20 free throws in April of 1978. And finally, the Washington Wizards. Before the Wizards moved to the nation's capital, they were the Chicago Packers. On January 13, 1962, Wilt Chamberlain left an indelible mark by scoring a staggering 73 points. If we consider the Wizards' name, Tracy McGrady takes the spotlight with his 62-point performance during the 2003 to 2004 season. In total, Wilt Chamberlain owns the highest points scored in a single game against 7 NBA teams, while Kobe Bryant sits at the second spot with 4. And 5 other players owns the record against at least 2 NBA teams. And that's it for the players who've scored the most points against every NBA team list. Who do you think can break these scoring records? We'd like to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.